Hello everyone, welcome to Learning Literature with Purba. In today's video, we are going to look at some important terms in linguistics. So we are going to look at the terms phonology, phoneme, morphology, morpheme, free morpheme, bound morpheme, grapheme. So these are the terms that we are going to look at in today's session. It is a very important session on linguistics. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, then do subscribe to it and hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update. At first, we are going to look at the term phonology. So phonology is the branch of linguistics that deals with speech sounds in languages and the laws governing them. So the placement in syllables, vowels and consonants result in different sounds in a speech. Next, we have phoneme. The smallest unit of sound in speech is called phoneme. For example, in the word rabbit, we have three phonemes. We have three sounds, ra, b, t. So there are three phonemes in the word rabbit. There are three types of sounds in the word rabbit, ra, b, t. In the word bat, there are two sounds, two phonemes, ba and t. So there are two phonemes in the word bat. When phonemes are put together, they produce a sound. For example, when the three phonemes ra, b and t are put together, they produce the sound rabbit. Now phonemes are different from syllables. Phoneme is the smallest unit of sound in a speech, whereas syllable is the smallest unit in a word. For example, the word tiger can be broken into two parts, ti and ger. So the word tiger has two syllables. The word elephant can be broken into three parts, elephant. So elephant has three syllables. The word car cannot be broken at all, only car. Therefore, it has one syllable. My first name Purba has two syllables, Purba. So as an exercise, I would want you to comment below how many syllables are there in your first name. Do remember that syllable is the smallest unit in a word. The next term that we have is morphology. Morphology is the study of words, how words are formed and their relationship to other words in the same language. Morphology also looks at the various parts of speech such as nouns, verbs, pronouns, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, conjunctions, etc. Morphology also looks at the structure of words and the parts of a word such as the root word, prefixes and suffixes. The next term that we have is morpheme. Morpheme is the smallest grammatical unit of language. Each morpheme makes a meaning. The word usual. It has one morpheme and usual is an adjective. Now, when we have the word unusually, we can see there are three morphemes. Un is the prefix, usual is the root word, li is the suffix. So there are three morphemes. Then the word reusable. It also has three morphemes. Re is the prefix, use is the root word and able is the suffix. So reusable has three morphemes. Now there are two types of morphemes, free morpheme and bound morpheme. So a free morpheme is a word that can function independently, such as car, plant, usual, beautiful. These are all free morphemes. Next we have bound morpheme. Now bound morphemes are words that are attached to a free morpheme to produce a meaning. So they have to be attached to a free morpheme in order to produce a meaningful word. So prefixes and suffixes are bound morphemes. For example, look at the word unusual. Un is the bound morpheme because un is the prefix and usual is the free morpheme. Then the word non-refundable. So non is the prefix, it is a bound morpheme. Refund is a free morpheme. Able is the suffix, so it is also a bound morpheme. So in non-refundable, we have two bound morphemes and one free morpheme. Now, there are two types of bound morphemes. At first, we have derivational morpheme. So, a bound morpheme is called a derivational morpheme when it changes the semantic meaning of a word. For example, in prefix, we have non. For example, non-violent. Non-violent is the opposite of violent. So, it completely changes the meaning of the root word violent. Then anti. When we say antisocial, it completely changes the meaning of the root word social, because antisocial is the opposite of social. Then un. Un is another derivational morpheme. For example, undo. It is the opposite of the root word do. So undo is completely changing the meaning of the root word do. It is the completely opposite of do. So un, anti, non, these are examples of derivational morphemes in prefix. We also have some suffixes such as li, sadly. So sadly, when we say sadly, it is different from sad because the part of speech changes completely. From verb, we have adverb. Sadly is an adverb. Then ship, for example, friendship. Friendship is completely different from friend. So again, the meaning is changing. IZD, fantasize. Fantasize is completely different from fantasy. So these are again some examples of derivational morphemes. And derivational morphemes can change the word's part of speech. So from verb, it can become an adverb. From noun, it can become an adjective. The next type of bound morpheme that we have is inflectional morpheme. So inflectional morphemes are suffixes that change the condition of the word, not the meaning of the word. For example, S, girl to girls. So from singular we are having plural. So S is an inflectional morpheme. Then ER, large to larger. Again, the meaning is not changing, but the condition of the word is changing. EST, smart to smartest. Then ing, walk to walking. So these are examples of inflectional morphemes, which are suffixes that changes the condition of the words, not the meaning of the words. The last term for today's video is grapheme. Grapheme is the smallest unit in written language. If the sound T is a phoneme, then when we write the letter T, it becomes a grapheme. So these are the terms that we looked at. So we looked today at the terms phonology, phoneme, morphology, morpheme, free morpheme, bound morpheme, derivational morpheme, inflectional morpheme, and grapheme. I hope you found the video useful. If you found it helpful, then do like it and share with your friends. I'll be back very soon with a new video. Till then, stay tuned to Learning Literature with Purba. Do visit our online academy www.learningliteratureWithPurba.com to discover online courses and classes on English literature and creative writing, and also study material. Also stay connected on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching.